What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Message again, man. We have to stop trying to make situations that are not about us be about us. Many of us have this problem where we try to make ourselves be the center of attention in every single situation that comes along. And more times than not, you are not the center of attention. More times than not, every situation is not about you. But when you have people who, for whatever reason, feel that they don't get enough attention, don't receive enough acknowledgement or accolades or appreciation for whatever it is they might have done or for whatever it is they may think they've done or what their role and place is in a certain situation, then there's this inclination to go above and beyond to try to impose yourself and move yourself to the forefront of the matter when in fact it's not even about you. You see it at events where somebody might say, "Hey man, yeah, we celebrating such and such's birthday and da da da," and somebody gets up there and they start talking and they start going in and it's like they holding court and it's like, okay, we here for little Johnny's birthday. You see it at you really see it unfortunately when people pass away. Man, you see it a lot when people pass away because now once that person is gone, there's always that handful of people who feel like they were or they come off like they were the most important person in that person's life, the person who passed away. And they take this defensive mode towards everybody else who's here as well, who might have loved them just the same or loved them even more. And in some cases, that person really didn't love them like they coming off. They just saw this as an opportunity to get some attention, to get on a soapbox, to get their rocks off, their verbal rocks off. And you see it at funerals because people that get up there, they'll get only 2 minutes, everybody, 2 minutes, and they'll get up there and just holler and put on a show and talk about how they was the one, I was the one that was at the hospital, I'm the one who yeah, he told me before he passed that. They go into all this different stuff. Sometimes they'll even go at the family, you know. And I'm not talking about moments where people may feel it might be warranted because there are some people who might be present that were not present when the person was around, but that's not what I'm talking about. People will make it be about them. That was my grandmama. My grandmama, she used to always put me to the side and tell me. Yeah, she put everybody to the side. She put me to the side too. See, you ain't know that, did you? So we have to get out of that mind frame of feeling like anything that goes on becomes an opportunity for us to turn it around and aim the spotlight at our forehead. You would be better served to just stay in the cut, or if you get an opportunity to say or do something, make sure that anything that you say or do is done in a way that puts the attention where it needs to be. Not trying to, hey, everybody look at me, look at me, look at me. Because it's not a good look at all. And you will be the one that everybody is discussing on the way home. You'll be the one that everybody's looking at like, man, what's wrong, man? And you're being disrespectful and you're not honoring the person who's supposed to be honored. Whether somebody, like say, I use the example of a funeral, whether it's somebody that's gone or whether it's somebody that's still here, that they looking at you like, you trying to impose yourself on my moment. Like somebody get an award or something, and like you were given the task to uh, introduce the person and who's getting the award, but instead you get up there and you talking like you getting the award. Or you may, well, yeah, no, I'm here to present, but ain't nobody never gave me an award, but I guess I can present this award, because I'm the one who, everybody already got to try to uh, blow their own horn at a time where no music should be playing for them. You're not in the band tonight. But we see it all too often, and if I gotta be fair, I feel like it speaks to issues that may have happened in those people's lives like long before, because like I always say, attention deficit disorder is not just the definition that we know it to be. Some people have grown up in their lives being at a deficit when it comes to just receiving attention, not attention in terms of focus. So any opportunities that they get to shine, they try to capitalize on that, even if it's out of context, even if it's out of pocket. They still try to do that. You don't ever want to be that person. You don't ever want to be that person. Give people their moment. And when you give people their moment and you understand that this moment that this person is getting is a blessing from God, you accept that and say, okay, yeah, let them eat. Let them shine in that moment, and do everything that you can to contribute to their moment, not yours. Not you trying to force a moment, because that's not going to ever work out. And if you handle it like that, then sooner or later, your moment will come, because people will recognize what you do. Somebody will recognize what you do. And even if you don't get recognized on a world scale, even if you don't get recognized for everything that you do or have done, there will be somebody that will acknowledge and say, well, hold on, man, don't forget about Le Boom Boom, man. But Le Boom Boom been there from the beginning. And he was the one who first said, somebody gonna speak on your behalf. And there's a time and place to let people know your history, of course. Of course it is. Of course it is. But it's always a better look when people say it on your behalf, when you're not the one saying it. Can't run around telling everybody how great I am all the time. You can't do that. It's a better look when somebody else recognizes it and says it. So it's a practice in humility. It's a practice in the suppression of your own ego. And it's a practice in squashing possible envy that you may have, seeds of envy that you may have, because some people are jealous of the dead. Y'all didn't hear what I said. Some people are jealous of the dead, the person that's in the casket who we'll never see again, we'll never hear his voice again. Some people are jealous of that person because the funeral is their moment. Look at all this attention. Look at all these people came out to see him. It's a funeral, man. God, a person can't even get their moment in death. And people are genuinely like feeling some kind of way. And that's the reason why you may not have nobody at yours. So keep that in your mind and take all that into account as we move forward. And don't try to make everything about you, man. If your child get MVP in the baseball game, let your child have that moment. If somebody wants to interview your partner because he spit a dope verse on the song and you was on the song too, hey man, Get your pen game up so next time you could. Don't try to jump all in the camera and all in the mic. Well, yeah, let me tell you what I'm gonna tell you. See, when I wrote my verse, did nobody ask you? Nobody asked you. Let people have a moment. Quit trying to make everything about you, and things will get better for you. All right, man. It's your big brother K-Rino. I'll catch y'all later on. Y'all go check out the new episode of Underground Dialogue Podcast right here on YouTube and the Legends 34 Sports Podcast as well. And I'll catch y'all later on. All right, peace.